second annual Racing New South Wales Equimillion took place over the October long weekend, with over 500 thoroughbreds competing in a range of disciplines at Sydney International Equestrian Centre. A lot of racing and breeding industry businesses supported riders, and Thoroughbreds Argo was delighted to be able to help Hannah Marsland and her Choisir gelding Burnt Patch, and the progression of horse and rider in a big competition environment over the weekend was great to see. It's been wonderful to see you out here with Burnt Patch this morning, or as he's known, Sheeny Park Royalty Boy or Roy Boy. Tell us a bit about what you're doing with him now in preparation for Equimillion.
Yeah, so we've done a bit of dressage and show jumping to prep him for Equimillion. We've taken him to a few local competitions and he's done really well, really put his foot out there and done really well in his conditions, and got some really nice feedback from the judges as well in our dressage tests. So I'm really happy with how he's going.
How long have you been riding him?
Only a few months, so it's just a short partnership, but I've really enjoyed getting to know him and seeing what we can do, and hopefully it's going to look bright for the future.
Yeah, well, Emily of course owns him here at Sheeny Park at Cobbitty, and it's really fantastic to see you know, the backstory of some of these horses. This horse, he was named Burnt Patch because his owners were actually sadly caught up in the bushfires in 2019, and they said you better call the horse Burnt Patch because around them unfortunately everything had been burnt. But are you interested in the backstory when you're riding a horse like this? Does it sort of add to his character, I guess?
It really does. It just gives you that little bit extra about them, and it makes you kind of appreciate where they've come from, and just like the whole journey with them really makes a difference. Yeah.
Well, he won a race. He was trained by Barb Joseph and Paul Jones, and he did win a race at Queanbeyan, and he still, you know, is a thoroughbred. What do you see in him that are thoroughbred qualities?
So he's just really willing. Anything I put at him, he's willing to try. He's very versatile. I can do anything with him, and I'm sure he'll give it his all and give it a go. I just love the trainability of them. They're just so capable and really fast learners. They're very different, like each horse is very different, but you kind of get used to what they feel like and learn with them at the same time to work out what will work best for the partnership between these.
You've been involved with thoroughbreds, your mum's been involved with thoroughbreds, and they do take to whatever you're trying to teach them. I mean, with his jumping, you know, he's obviously by Choisir, who was a wonderful world champion sprinter, won at Royal Ascot and stood at Coolmore Stud as a stallion and has produced so many Group 1 winners himself. But he was renowned for not only that chestnut coat and the flaxen mane and tail, but he had this huge hindquarter on him that gave him so much power. Can you feel that in Burnt Patch?
I definitely can. He's got a little bit of spring in his step, especially when we're jumping. He seems to really enjoy it. But yeah, I can definitely feel that hindquarter working, and hopefully it will make him a great jumper. I'm quite lucky. He's got quite a quiet personality, so he takes everything in quite well, and the atmosphere. Luckily, I've been able to get him to a few competitions to kind of expose him to those sort of things. But yes, containing him will be a little bit of a challenge, but I'm sure we'll be able to do it. The partnership between me and him is working quite well together, and I've kind of worked out how to get the best work out of him, so hopefully it will all come together on the day.
Have you been interested in his pedigree background? I mean, his dam is by Galileo. She's a half-sister to an absolute champion called Sunline. Do you sort of prick your ears sometimes if you hear some of the names that within his pedigree?
Yeah, I do. I had a little look at his pedigree and saw a few names in there that brought my attention to. It's very interesting to see all the breeding behind him, to see what qualities he gets from them as well.
At Equimillion, so we'll follow up once you've competed. What are you hoping for? What would you like to achieve at Equimillion?
I just want a really nice, relaxed test, hopefully a clear show jump round, and I'll be happy just for him to perform well on the day and do what he can do best.
it's been fabulous to see you out here with Burnt Patch. How's he gone overall? It's, you know, a big atmosphere. We saw Friday in the dressage. It was a little bit spooky, but by the second test, he was fantastic. So you've had a great learning experience and so has he.
Yeah, so we started off on Friday, very tense in the warm-up, very overwhelming for him. It was a massive atmosphere, so he just had to soak it all in and kind of adapt to how it was. First test was a bit tense, but still got a few really nice moments. Our second test, much improvement, much more relaxed. He was a lot happier in that one and kind of took it all in his stride.
Yeah, and then the jumping. So today we filmed the first class that he was in with the jumping. How did he go with that? Because could you feel that he was just more relaxed? Because, hey, I've been in this area, I know where I am.
Yeah, he's kind of taken everything how it was today, much more relaxed. He felt a lot better, listening to me a lot more. Yeah, I was very happy with him today. Kind of a lot easier for a ride. Yeah, very happy.
How much does he benefit from this sort of a show? Because some of the country shows you might go to, they might actually be louder and noisier and everything, but every step is really valuable, isn't it?
Definitely. Anything I can get him out to, anything I can expose him to, helps with everything really. It just gets him out and about, and hopefully each time he'll improve. I've been looking at everyone's brands and all the horses that I've looked at and kind of has stood out to me. I've looked at their brands and I've kind of looked at where they've come from. I'm very interested to see all the background behind them now. Yeah.
But do you think there'll be a lot of people that will go, you know what, I've never really thought about going to the races or, you know, following a horse or anything. Do you think there's that transferal of interest as well?
I think they will be. I think hopefully people will follow the horses from the track all the way through to the end of their racing journey, and then hopefully they might be able to get them into the next chapter of their life after racing.
So what's next? What's next for you with Burnt Patch?
Just a lot more exposure, some comps. He'll probably have a nice break, a well-deserved break. Yep. And just get him out and about and doing some more things.
Well, it's been a pleasure getting to know you and having the involvement with you. So well done, and everything seemed to have gone really well.
Yeah, very happy with the weekend. Yeah.